to win like this in the big house, is this kind of you've had a lot of great things happen in your career. Is this sort of I don't want to say cherry on top, but a good little resume thing, I imagine.
Yeah, like I said, before about looking back on things, throughout the season, I think, once this, season's over, we kind of look back and, remember some of the moments from the games. This is definitely one that you point back to, and I think it was just a great learning experience for, the guys on this team. That was tough. That was a tough ball game with a tough team. They were fired up. The crowd was into it, and stick it out there at the end. I think that that's a good experience for a football team to go through, and I think we handled ourselves well in the environment, and that's kind of the main thing you want to do is show poise on both sides of the ball and handle it, and weather the storm kind of, and then get the win and get out of there. And I think we can evaluate it and what it means to this season afterwards.
You had it going with Darrell pretty well today. Mm-hmm. What was the key there? Did you guys see certain things?
Yeah, we kind of had a pretty good idea what they were going to give us. So we kind of shrunk the playbook a little bit. Made things easier to understand. We knew the communication would be tough, and kind of learned from our mistakes in Arizona and tried to build off of that. So that was kind of a huge thing we were trying to do all ball game, and we got the looks we thought we would get, and from there we just went ahead and tried to execute as best possible. We had a couple times where we had a little bit of a slump, didn't quite get anything going, but that's part of the game. There's ups and downs, and you got to play through that, and that's something that we'll have to look at on the film and find a way to correct.
When you threw it to Adam on the 3rd and 6 or 8, yeah. Did you expect that?
No, I got hit, and so I knew how to get rid of it. So I, give it to A-Rob, check down. It's really the only option, and it was a low ball. It was tough to catch. I mean, because I'm going backwards, and the ball's going forward, and I got drove into the ground, so I didn't really get to see it. So I still don't know what happened, but you could tell by the roar of the crowd. That something good was happening, and I looked up and he was still running. So that was a huge 3rd down, and that was pretty much all him. That's just how A-Rob operates. You guys have seen it before. The way he just so little, but he takes on so many guys, and he's so slippery that he can make those plays happen. I don't know many guys that can actually make something like that happen.
About DJK's day and breaking the record and having a big day today.
He did a tremendous job of getting open. They had some tight coverage. They had great athletes on the ends playing corner. So it was huge for him to get open in some of those situations. He did a great job running his routes. He ran crisp routes. Got open, and we were able to give him the ball. And then he goes ahead and makes things happen with it. And that's kind of what he's always done. And I think his first touchdown catch was a tremendous catch by him. It was a bad football. It could have been very awful, but he did a tremendous job of making up for it. And that was another play where that was all him.